Hi, Days fans. It's April 30th. We're going to talk about Friday's episode. And, oy caramba, are they talking about new Rafe possibly murdering Sammy, too?
He's not going to do that. EJ would kill him.
I know, but are they trying to let us think that for just the weekend?
Yeah.
That's some crazy crap. There's no way. So, this is what's going to happen. Real Rafe is somehow going to save Sammy from new Rafe.
Oh, she's going to... Do they ever do that where they show both of them in the same room?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
I'm trying... Oh, my God, yeah.
And then... So we're not going to get, like... New Rafe gone, old Rafe shows up, Sammy thinks old Rafe is new Rafe, treats him like shit, and then...
That could possibly happen for a little while, but I'm hoping for, like... I'm trying to think if this has happened on Days. I'm sure it has. But what I'm thinking of is on Young and the Restless, there was a storyline just like this where this woman got her face changed to look like someone else. And then another character had to pick which one she was going to shoot. The real one or the one that looked like her.
Who hasn't had their face changed on Young and the Restless? My God, they use that card a lot.
Well,
there's a plastic surgeon in that town who's getting rich on these face changes.
Days of Our Lives isn't exactly shy about it. We had...
Phil did a face transplant.
Yeah, I mean, that was just...
Rafe doubled.
That's called, we want to recast him back to the original character.
They turned Sammy into a guy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was awesome.
Stan.
And then they had Kate wear the same costume as the guy that played... That was the best. When they showed... They showed Kate in the Stan costume, which obviously... was the Stan actor. I mean, I can't even get into all that.
Okay.
But how about Roman, when John thought he was Roman? No, Days doesn't do as much of this.
Don't get me started on that.
Days doesn't do as much of the changing your face to look just like someone else. They do more of these, like, accidents where you don't look like who you should, so then there's a free pass for this person to not make any sense. You know? Like, if you showed up tomorrow... completely different looking, you'd have a good reason for it.
So how many people out there are feeling sorry for Carly? I mean, her life is a mess. Hooked on drugs, about to be busted wide open for stealing the drug.
At a staff meeting.
And then she sees Dannifer making out with Daniel. I mean, put this one on suicide watch. Yeah, she is a mess. You know, she gets those crinkles in her nose when she's all...
it's sad.
When she's down and angry, or not angry,
she
but
lost
sad.
Bo.
Yeah.
Her son hates her. Vivian's always...
Oh, yeah, and her son hates her, and Vivian's on her ass all the time.
Now Daniel's going to date her best friend. Just when she was starting to think maybe she wouldn't mind a little of that action. Who are they going to pair Carly with?
Rafe, maybe? If he doesn't get back together with Sammy. Those two have to get back together. Yeah. Certainly, Sammy doesn't have any future with EJ. I mean, near-term stuff.
Who do you guys want... Tell me who you want these following people with. Chloe, Nicole, Sammy, Carly.
I want Nicole with Rafe. But that's never going to happen.
They
were so cute.
Nicole and new Rafe were kind of cute.
Oh, but, yeah.
But now that he's, like, murdered her mom, that kind of screwed that up.
Yeah.
Although, that could get interesting. Yeah, no,
Stranger things have happened.
She's going to bust all that out.
Oh, she is
in the open.
Angry.
Oh, yeah.
When she marched into the DeMera mansion, what do you two have doing there? Like, huh? Well.
I am no closer to loving the new Taylor. And I'm
telling you, if I was the writer of that show, I would have them knocking boots in bed to convince me that they were a couple. But I'm not feeling it.
I'm not either.
I really, I am still, like, putting the old Natalia...
Yeah, like
I am putting her face on this new actor.
No, what I'm doing is thinking, like, how would she play this scene? Yeah.
I envision Natalia Livingston instead of Tamara Braun still. I'm sorry.
What I wish they had done...
They're both waifs. They're both like 90 pounds soaking wet.
I wish that they had done this a little differently. What I would have done is, I would have had Tamara Braun come on, because Tamara Braun is a good actress. We're not knocking
Oh,
her.
no, not knocking Tamara Braun.
But what I would have done is had her come on, and she is the real Taylor, and the other Taylor was an imposter.
But EJ wouldn't love her. EJ's in love with this person. There's no imposters. Whether she's an imposter or not, then he's in love with the imposter.
I don't know. All I know is that I am just aching for this storyline. It is just totally screwed up. Like last summer, we had Sammy and EJ building up, and everybody was going crazy, and now we got this that's just, come on, we need ratings right now, and this is not doing it for me.
Yeah, my worst fears have come true. You know, I was hoping that this was going to be a seamless transition. And it's not happening, at least not yet.
Let's give it a chance. How long did it take us for us to fall in love with Natalia Livingston?
It took a while.
Was it a few
We were
weeks?
pretty harsh on her.
We were. And look where that got us.
And then suddenly they're kissing and it all fell into place.
I know. I'm telling you, when EJ and the first Taylor would kiss, it would make me reminisce about our first kiss. And that's how, like...
Let's not give too much away here.
That's like... it would make it... They really seem like a couple having their
Should
first
we give
kiss.
them a little sample?
No, honey, they don't want it. They do not want to see my profile. God. The best thing that ever happened, I'm sure I mentioned this, is in our wedding photo, JB put his hands on my face when he kissed me. And I'm so happy because then you can't tell I have no chin.
Oh, I hear that.
I told you to leave that door open. I told you they were going to bother us.
All right.
So, new Rafe, not making big friends with the little kids.
Oh, no, those two are going to bust him wide open.
And
Sierra's going to tell him. They're not going to believe autistic Theo. Oh, blame it on the autism.
That's so stupid because, I'm sorry, but in my experience, I would think they'd be even a better judge of character because they don't have any, believe me. And I'm telling you that as a parent, if my kid was acting funny like that about the guy that brought him back home and saved him and everything, I'd be a little bit, I don't know. Like when Sierra told her parents he was mean and he was only nice to adults, did they discuss that any further?
They're going to. They better. I mean, realistically, Sierra would.
If my kid said that somebody was only nice to other adults, I would be like on red alert, man. I'd be hi. That is not a good sign.
So Allison Sweeney is back.
Yes, she is.
We haven't really touched on, did we?
No, we talked about her getting murdered.
She didn't look that great. Colorado wasn't treating her too well.
Well, she's probably a little bit depressed, man. Her freaking husband was about to bail out of town.
What's with her hair? That thing just changes color like a chameleon. It looked dark.
I didn't think it looked dark. I thought they were trying to do a different style. You know what I realized yesterday? Allison Sweeney looks a lot like Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, she does.
I was reading this
She's
article.
got that nose.
Honey, make sure we're not being critical here.
I didn't say bad nose. Now you're being critical.
I think that Reese Witherspoon rocks, so I'm not being critical. But
I do too.
I was reading this article in Vogue because we wanted to go see, what is it, Water for Elephants, or the new Reese Witherspoon flick we wanted to go see last night, but we got confused about which night was our date night. Anywho, in that article, there were all these photos of Reese Witherspoon, and almost every single one of them I could see Allison Sweeney in. They're very similar looking.
Speaking of Reese Witherspoon, I thought the voice of the Rio character Linda sounded like Reese Witherspoon. But I digress. So let's talk about some of the younger cast members.
Oh, yeah. So I saw, is it Kate Mansi? Is the one that plays Abigail. And she was saying there's some hot Chabigail scenes being shot.
Chabigail.
That's what she called it, Chabigail.
Are there any other portmanteaus or whatever for
No,
that?
but another thing I saw was on Twitter or Facebook, Ariane Zucker said she was so behind on days. And I thought that was kind of cool. So, like, I think some of the actors do watch Days, and then some don't. Like, who told us? Was it James Scott that told us he doesn't watch it?
Never watches it.
No, I know he doesn't watch him, but he doesn't watch the show in general because he thinks it hurts his acting.
And I think I totally see where he's coming from.
Molly Burnett's off in New York City with Mark Hopka filming Empire. I want to say The Empire Strikes Back, but I know that's wrong.
Yeah, I don't think Mark Hopka watched the show either. I don't think most
No,
of them.
the funniest thing I ever read was he was at the gym, and it was during some of those sex scenes with Stephanie, and he's like, note to self, don't go to the gym during Days, because I had to look at myself half naked in the gym with everybody else there. Because, they always have the soaps on during the day. I don't know. I haven't been to the gym at 1 o'clock in a long time. Or any other o'clock. But what else happened? Chloe. Oh my God. Okay, so Chloe and Nicole have gone beyond alcoholics to like alcohol poisoning. Like, I'm waiting for Dr. Dan to show up there with an IV. And in my count, since they've been in that same outfit, they have had about 5 or 6 of those martinis, which I don't know a lot about martinis, but I would think they'd be a little stronger than like a wine cooler.
Yeah, I am looking forward to seeing what a Mad Nicole is always great entertainment.
Oh yeah,
a desperate, on the run, scheming Nicole is just, it doesn't get any better.
And with Chloe as her little sidekick with nothing better to do but get drunk and go along on these endeavors, I hope they pair those two up big time. And we're still waiting for Gus and Chloe to hook up.
And what else? Oh, Gabby pressuring Malario.
Stop it.
God, I hope they come up with a cure for that.
No, I think people are calling him Mario. No.
Yeah, I heard Mario, but I like Malario better.
We'll have to find out what they want to be called. But
ask Molly Burnett.
Yeah, well, we did that with
Oh, what's his name? What's the Raphael? No, what's the actor's name that plays Dario?
Francisco San Martin.
Great name.
Yeah, it's an awesome name.
It is.
Yeah, that definitely sounds Spanish. Oh, we forgot to learn our Spanish for today. Oh dear. Our son's teaching us Spanish. I asked him to do something the other day, and he said, no thank you in Spanish.
He could get a job on Days.
Yeah,
Dario, look out.
Yeah, I do see acting in my kids' future. That's all they do is act out movies and books. Okay, so what else?
I don't know. I'm just wondering. Top of my list of what's going to happen is, wanting to know is new Rafe and then Nicole.
So I don't understand why new Rafe doesn't.
We got to chart it all out, like we used to. This one's going to go to this one, the dominoes.
New Rafe, why is New Rafe sticking around? Stefano is going to kick his booty if he doesn't get out of town soon. He doesn't want to talk to Sammy anyhow. Why not tell her, I'm going to go pick up some takeout for us and then never come back?
Well, they told him they got to make it look somewhat realistic, otherwise the family's going to look, they're going to get suspicious.
Yeah, and then they'll come looking for him.
They'll be like, well, this doesn't make any sense. Something's weird. But Nicole is a whisker away.
Yeah.
I need those results now.
How did she figure out it was Rafe that they had in that frigging basement to begin with? She figured out there was a prisoner, and then she figured out, based on Vivian's data, that Rafe was the person. So she overheard something about Rafe, and then she heard from Vivian that there was a prisoner, so she put 2 and 2 together and said, okay, I know 2 secrets, and they are associated, so it's Rafe was the prisoner. So how long is it going to take her to figure out that while real Rafe was being held prisoner, there's been an imposter?
Well, that's the thing, that she's like, I know this is it, but there's no way it can be. Like Chloe's saying, so Sammy didn't notice that Rafe was gone?
Yeah.
Like they did it in a couple hours or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's
and then Rafe didn't mention anything when he came back?
Yeah, that part's a little bit...
But that Nicole, she should be in like Mensa or something. She comes up with She's a smart little cookie.
Hey, anybody that can orchestrate a baby switch like she did.
Oh, yeah. She's
My
a genius.
God, she is.
She's my role model, man.
I think of her as the genius on the show.
Oh, yeah. No, she's very smart. You're very smart, Nicole. We love you.
She used to run that business with Austin.
Nicole is one of my absolute favorite characters. Really, truly.
Yeah.
I love that bad stuff she does. We should all have that much fun. Alright, so, I feel like we're probably forgetting something maybe.
Yeah, we've been going on for 15 minutes, so we should probably wrap it up.
Okay, you guys are sick of hearing about us. Go have a good Saturday night. Enjoy.
Alright, the couple that watches stays together.
Stays together.